So, 100 days of talking to the folk didn't work out. I'm thinking maybe as a start, I should just focus on myself more. I'm far from perfect. But I do know I'm responsible for the music output of the group, so I'm going to take much more aggressive ownership of that and see how that moves the group along. I guess my worry in that is I won't be actively affecting all the things that will make producing the music matter. And that's kind of a pitfall we've fallen into in the past. But I guess I just have to just trust everyone else is doing their thing. It's the only way this project's gonna work.
It's the Demivlog, it's the Demivlog. That's what you wanna know. It's the Demivlog, it's the Demivlog. It's the Demivlog, it's the Demivlog. Yeah. It's the Demivlog, it's the Demivlog.
By the way, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
What's up, fucking puppy lovers? So for everyone out there that's like, ooh, what cute little pup, what cute little pup. Well, this cute little pup comes with waking up at like 3, 4 in the morning, wild times, needing to pee and poop. Because you got a tiny little bladder, all right? That comes along with it. So basically, what does that mean? Responsibility, buckos. Responsibility, okay? So you gotta take this little pup out, and she's gotta be on a leash. Because if not, she doesn't learn her little leash manners. Come here, Millie. Come here. And then she thinks she can just run around all wild and wildin', okay? So that comes along with the gig, boys. It's all fun and games till you gotta wake your ass up in the middle of the night. Take a puppo out. Yeah, you're looking like a little piss demon. I love you, girl. You know that? Go back inside. Come on, girl. Come on. I'm gonna get this in before anyone says, oh, why don't I just have her pee on pee pads or something inside of a playpen? Because I'm not trying to reinforce bad behaviors, okay? None of that shit in my household. Literally. None of that shit in my household. Don't shit in my house.
I think it's time that we make new music. I was listening to the 2 older EPs and realized there's been a lot of growth, there's been a lot of change. There's been more things I want to say that I couldn't get the message across in the older music. And I think now we've hit a mix of the right material, the right want to grow, the right need to grow, and wanting to challenge ourselves to do better.
So let's give a quick shout out to my dude, Technology, that Timbaland and Justin Timberlake made a whole song about called AO Technology. Why? Because even though I haven't been able to go to the studio since the move, we've still been able to be productive in other ways. Shout out to Splice. That's the technology I want to give a big shout out to. We've been able to just upload projects, all those things, and share those things and make any changes or anything because it gives you the whole project file. That's the way that we've been able to really hash out these demos and all these things without even needing to be near each other. We have a whole bunch of spreadsheets and other things where we're able to communicate and speak on the process and like what we like, don't like, what needs to be added, all those things. So it's been good. We're in the preliminary process of reviewing demos, seeing what works, coming up with more demos, just to share all the things that we're making and creating, without necessarily needing to drive over to a place just to do so. So shout out to Technology, super cool. It's been great so far. So shout out to Splice. Thank you.
For me, it's been always about the music and the creativity of it. But the challenge we've always had is how to get that message across in a way that is smart, is economical, and also the best way to reproduce it constantly. So we're not a band necessarily, nor a bunch of DJs or rappers, so we're kind of in between. So we have to create everything basically from the resources we have with the right ideas to it. We're also different. We all vary on audio and what we enjoy. That it's a lot of effort, a colossal effort, to get a lot of the music done. Now, it's something we have to do. It's not something that is a chore, but when you deal with a lot of the regular life stuff, it feels like a chore.
Okay, so this is going to be random information that I'm going to be sharing with you guys right here. But it is just an adult life hack that I think everybody should know about, man. I know JP's heavy on these things. I don't know if he has this one specifically. I know Q has one, and a couple of my other adult friends have one, and now I got one. Yo, get yourself one of these little smell diffuser things that comes with them essential oils and all that stuff, because it's just nice, dude. It's just really nice. It smells like lavender in here all the time now. Get it for yourself. Don't be a fuck. Have a nice smelling place.
And I could see with the boys it's harder to get that rock rolling. I can't even remember when we made the first records, or even the EPs are like a blur. So I know that just starting this workout is going to be a little bit difficult, because once you're in, you're in. We've aligned song demos. We've kind of are pushing into the direction that I've wanted for a record. And there's some things that I want to do to improve from last time, but we're getting good feedback from Q. We're getting good feedback from Vesper. So there's a lot of potential, I feel, in making this record. Alongside that, I feel like I've grown as a musician, and even my instrument choices have been tailored for what we're doing in the group and how we're going to address it. So now we have this ability to create a giant sonic palette, and we need help. But to create, I think it's there. The project has been named for a couple of years already, and I really can't wait to get started on it and really see what we're all about. I feel like it would be this is it, to really see what we're about as a group of musicians, but also as people. You know, putting the pedal in full gas and going full throttle and doing what's needed to be done. And that's always been my stressor. Even in this vlog, it's the same exact thing. Getting the materials, getting things done in order to move forward. And you know, I've shared my lack of fun with it in the last couple of vlogs. I've also shared how I'm not really fond of the other two's efforts, and I think that it's getting to a point where you're realizing this is it. This is where you got to put your marbles, and unless we do this, it's just not gonna work.
What's up, guys? Trying to go outside? Maybe a little.
What's up, Demivlog? So, for those of you watching at home and seeing all of, all these last weeks of content, the vlog for the last 2-3 weeks has probably just been JP's channel of frustration. And anyone from the outside can look in and say, oh, this is ridiculous, or how do you deal with all these frustrations, or what's the point of even moving forward? But we have always seen the opportunity. We've always seen the light at the end of the tunnel. We've always seen what this could be. We always knew how huge we wanted the shows to be, how huge we wanted the songs to be. So it's always been a project that's come with its share of pain. The reason it comes with that share of pain is just because it's the pain of that gap between who we are today and who we see ourselves as. And slowly but surely, we've just been, getting that gap smaller and smaller. And it's been the pain of trying to work with people outside of ourselves to, help us move this vision forward. And then usually, almost all the time, seeing that hasn't worked out for us. For whatever reason, what we have learned is that we can rely on the three of us. There's just been a lot that each of us has had to learn and to grow into in order to, fill those roles that we were trying to fill outside of the group. But I don't want anyone on the outside to just think that, oh, these guys must hate each other, or these guys can't work with each other, or whatever the case may be. That's not the case. The frustration comes from the process itself, just because we've always known what we've wanted to do. We've always known what we've wanted to accomplish. But the issue is each of us individually having to grow. I've definitely shared my moments of growth and pain and things that I've had to learn, and all the things that I found out that I suck at, and all the things I found out I need to get better at. Q's gone through it, JP's gone through it, all of us. So from the outside, this just seems like a miserable rigmarole. That's not the case. We want to get to the other side of the barrier, and I'll take some time to share what that is. We want to get to the other side, from being in the audience to being on that stage. And while that may seem simple, just go, perform, just go do this, not in the way that we want to do it. We look up to things like Jesus. We look up to things like The Weeknd's Kissland tour. We look up to things like Metallica. These are huge visions. Iron Maiden. These are huge visions. So every time that it looks like a point of frustration or whatever the case may be, it's just because those are the things we are comparing ourselves to. So little by little, we're going to get better. Little by little, music will be coming out. Little by little, you'll be hearing more of our name. Just know, this vlog right here is literally our vehicle for sharing the things we're going through. And more, it's going to get realer and realer. It might be hard to watch at some point, but the other side of the barrier is worth it. So stick with us. We're going up.
The songs, I feel, are going to be crazy all over the place. I am the primary, metalhead and pop enthusiast of the group. So for me, it's all about the sonic texture and the vocals. There's lots of elements that I feel bring out the best in song. And I feel we can really do that. I feel there's moments on our older material that says that we can do that. And I feel that it's just about time for newer things to come out. I hear the old records, I'm like, why couldn't we do this and this and this? But now I'm having the understanding that it's just going to be a lot more meticulous. It's going to take a lot more time. And it's going to be something that is going to be incredibly hard to achieve. And not only that, once it's finished, to tell the world about it. It's an ongoing effort. It's an ongoing work. It is a marathon. It never ends. That's what we signed up to do. So I can't complain necessarily. It's been very difficult to get to this point. Just now, everyone getting their bearings in, and it's still slow. I just feel like it's slow. Definitely just the marketing stuff is not going the way that I want it to. It's just slow. It's slow. I don't feel work. I don't feel work, and I'm trying to change how my approach is on things, and also to try to labor that I am leading this foundation, I'm leading this group, but at the same time, I don't fucking feel like the other ones want it, or want to, grab the bull by the fucking horns. I've told the other guys, this is no different from running a taco stand. And it just gets incredibly difficult. And it gets incredibly difficult to tell someone else, what to do for your goals and dreams. But I mean, that's what the vlog is here for. in a month's time I shouldn't be feeling like this and I shouldn't want to be talking like this, but we'll find out.